Brazilian police say Josef Mengele may be dead. Israeli troops gradually pull out of Lebanon. President Reagan sells tax revision to high schoolers in Atlanta. The man who shot the Pope blames it on the Eastern Bloc. With Mutual News, I'm Paul Henderson. Brazilian police say they're 90% sure that a man who died in a 1979 drowning, buried in a town near Sao Paulo, Brazil, is Nazi death camp Dr. Josef Mengele, the object of a worldwide manhunt. But veteran Nazi hunters and West German authorities are skeptical, saying 90% sure is a little too high for police work. Israeli troops have apparently begun their long-awaited pullout from southern Lebanon, but Mutual's Maggie Fox says they're taking their time.
It's not clear how long it's going to take the Israelis to finally leave South Lebanon. It seems now that their intention is to do it very, very gradually. They have mixed in with their surrogates, the South Lebanon Army, and apparently intend to stay around as long as they feel they need to protect the border.
Fox says the Israelis may face future problems from the Shiite Amal militia along the border. This is Mutual News. The Senate today is considering 10 new proposals for aid to Nicaraguan rebels against a background of new Nicaraguan warmth for the Soviet Union. Last night, the Senate voted to approve $302 billion for the Pentagon. That's just enough to keep up with inflation. It added to the bill some restrictions on the way the Pentagon may spend money to purchase things, to end the horror stories like $600 ashtrays for aircraft. The Senate also told President Reagan to try to live up to the provisions of the SALT II arms agreement, at least as much as the Soviet Union does. President Reagan today took his tax revision message to an unlikely high school audience in Atlanta. Mutual correspondent Nelson Benton says the president tried to speak the language.
President Reagan used the fast food vernacular to pitch his tax reform program to students at Northside High School in Atlanta, telling them, "You deserve a break today." If the present tax code were a television show, he told his young audience, they'd call it foul-ups, bleeps, and blunders.
The president's next stop is Birmingham, Alabama. Key West, Florida Customs agent Kenneth Cooper has been arrested and charged with breaking into a house without a warrant in search for drugs, then lying to investigators and obstructing justice. Almost 2 tons of marijuana were found in the house. The Soviet Union put 2 men into orbit today. Their capsule will meet up with the Salyut space station. It's the first Soviet manned orbital flight in almost a year. Meanwhile, the Space Shuttle Discovery is wrapping up a mock countdown for a June 17th launch at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The mission will carry a Saudi Arabian prince and a Frenchman along with U.S. astronauts. You're listening to Mutual News. Donald J. Devine, who was under fire for secretly trying to retain control of the Office of Personnel Management after his first term expired, withdrew himself today as a nominee for a second term as head of the agency. Devine says he believes he could have done a fine job, but he says political differences with Congress would prevent his reconfirmation. Paul Henderson, Mutual News.